Okay, greetings everyone. Welcome to Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. I'm going to walk you to my channel, all my subscribers, lovers, haters, commenters, scallywag, triggers, and peaches. Each and every one of you, I welcome you to my channel. Well, um, uh, I'm where I am right now because I don't know. Some of you may be aware I was on a channel on Sunday where we supposedly had a debate uh, about a video I post. Those of you who know about it, who have been following it, you know what the dealio is. So I videotaped some of the exchange. You know, granted the angles all off and all that stuff or whatever, because I still am kind of a little weary about how to shoot things and etc. So please forgive me. But uh, uh, I want you to be able to see it or at least hear it. I don't want to mention his channel. I don't want to give any more attention to him than what he's already gotten. But you being my viewers, I think you deserve, to hear it. And me personally, I think it went quite well. Debunking, whatever the things that he wanted to bring up and kind of make me out to be like some type of, I don't know. I don't know. This is a guy who's, you know, I've read some of the. Well, you'll get the idea from the interview. All right. So let me put this first one in. It's a long thing. This first one, and I'm hesitant to put the whole thing in, but I will. So, but right now, I think this is a good enough dose for you this morning. All right. So hold on. Check this out, and I'll be right back.
Are you able to hear me, Gerard?
Yes, I can hear you, but this seems to be like okay, yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So here we go. So I have you on here and stuff like that. So anyways, you know what? Just for formalities and everything, tell people who you are, 2 to 3 minutes and stuff like that, so people can be aware. Some people have never heard of you before. Some people have heard of you. It's good to be able to catch bases and everything, and then have this conversation that we can have from there.
Okay, my name is Gerard. I run the blog Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. I've been blogging that for about maybe a little over 2 years, 3 years or so. But before we get started, let me say something. Let me say that, I made a bad error in judgment, shooting that video. And if I offended anybody or it appeared that I was exploiting somebody, that was not my intent. I mean, we all make bad judgments in life.
Agreed.
Not only that, but Facebook spanked me up kind of good. And a lot of your viewers have also done it. So let me say this from the bottom of my heart. I apologize if that video offended anybody or if anyone got the wrong impression of me or who I am and etc. I don't make promises, but I will make a commitment to do better. So with my apologizing, I will ask you, do you accept my apology?
I think that, when somebody apologizes, you have to accept their apologies no matter what, doesn't that, right? So, that you are going here, right here. So, for me wise, I would accept your apologies for sure, because you're letting it known from there, and we can learn from here and have this conversation, kind of like going back into the focal point of what transpired, just because some people probably don't even know what transpired.
No. I'm sure all your viewers know. There's no need to run the video again. There's no need to rehash it.
Oh, I don't plan to.
Everybody who's watching this is up on what's happening. But the point of the matter is that I want to put that in the can. My intention is not to exploit any females or anything like that or what have you. So with that being said, you want to have a debate. What do you want to debate about?
Well, I'm not saying debate fully and stuff like that. It's only like a good example, right? So,
okay.
with with what transpired, you said that you apologize if you offended anybody.
Yes.
And everything like that, and a missing of judgment.
Yeah.
But my question in the whole matter of things of what occurred after, like you said, right? If you make something out there, okay, you put it out content, we have to be open to the fact that there are people that's going to disagree.
Sure.
On a lot of things that we said, right?
Sure.
So with that statement, so I made my video and stuff like that where my disagreement was. But the thing though is, you came up with, with a video, back up, and you didn't see anything wrong on what you did. You said that, unfortunately...
No, at the time I did not. Like I said, it was a bad error in judgment. We all have them. We all make them. That's why I said there's no sense to keep rehashing over it. It's a done deal. I apologize. You accept my apology. I hope a lot of your viewers accept my apology. And so, with that being said, let's move on, my brother. What else is on your mind?
Well, yeah, I mean, look, I accept your apology and stuff like that, but, from there on and stuff like that, there are still things that I'm curious about.
Okay, well, right? What are you curious about?
Sure. So, when on that incident that occurred and stuff like that.
She's been on my channel before in the water. You know that, right?
No, I didn't know about that.
Okay, and she was taking a bath before, so you missed that, Okay, but go ahead.
Yeah, because you've explained that part of things, right?
Right.
So, my question is, you saw her naked at that very moment. My question is, you didn't think that it was wrong to videotape her at that particular moment in time? Okay, well, I mean, you see, we're trying to break it down to what I was thinking or whatever I thought about, and I said it was a bad error in judgment. That should say it all. And, to explain, no, I didn't think nothing was wrong with it. That's why I did it. Just like I photograph children, when I give children money, when I talk to them, is that wrong? Is that exploiting the children? I mean, it's just the Philippine life. I mean, that's what I say. Gerard Black affiliate with the truth. I'm showing you the Filipino life. My intention is not to offend any of the Filipinos. My intention is not to offend a culture. My intention is not to offend a country. Of all the stuff I've done for this country and with this country and for this country, I hope you took the time to look at some of the good positive things I've done with schools and all that stuff too as well. Not just seek out stuff that you disagree with, but how about some of the positive stuff you should also as well. I recognize when you said certain things that you've done some good stuff for people, good stuff for the neighborhood and stuff like that. And I commend that. I'm not going to deny the fact that, that you didn't do that. You say you do it, you videotape stuff that you're doing it. My question is that for you guys, do you feel that if somebody is doing good, and I used this analogy the other day, right? So I'm sure, like I said, this is the analogy I used, okay? I don't know if you saw that video. I said, I'm sure John Wayne Gacy made people laugh and people enjoy and fed people and stuff like that. Okay. So my question is, just because somebody has done good, does that mean that all of a sudden they do something bad and you're supposed to put that under the table?
I don't know what other people put on the table or done bad. What have you done what's bad? What do you have under your table? I mean, come on, man. I apologize. It was wrong. I own up to it. I made a commitment to do better and to be more considerate in situations like that. Look, I'm a photographer, man. I've been photographing women for over 50 years. In all situations, all kinds of things. Every time I walk the streets, I look at everything photographically. You know what I'm saying? I kind of burn in images and situations that if I ever had the opportunity to work with models, I would put them in that situation. But it's not anything intended to John Wayne Gacy. Come on, man. You kind of do it over the top.
We can use we can use any other person out there, whoever does something but the thing though is you are aware that was actually a crime in the Philippines, right?
What do you mean aware? It's a crime? Wait, hold it. No. Ignorance is no excuse for the law. To my understanding, it's also a crime giving money to children. giving money, candy to children. That's also a crime. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, at the time, I wasn't thinking about the penal system. At the time, I wasn't thinking about breaking a law. Only criminals that think about breaking a law while they're doing it are criminals. I'm not a criminal. I made a bad error in judgment. That's all.
Well, it's like there's people right now that did a bad error in judgment on Chase, right? With the Chase glitch. I don't know if you ever heard what happened with the Chase glitch this past Labor Day weekend, right? And, and like you said, ignorancia juris non excusa, right? Ignorance of the law does not mean that you are free from what's going to happen or anything like that. So, with that statement and stuff like that, it's like, first of all, you talked about giving candy to kids is against the law. That is not against the law.
Well, that's what I was told in Cebu. In fact, the police officers told me not to. They told me that.
No.
They told me don't do it. So, whenever a police officer tells me don't do something, I'm thinking that I might be a possibility in violating some type of penal code. So I try to take it to heart and don't do it.
Yeah, so that's called the anti-mendicancy law that was put in place by the first Ferdinand, the first Marcos.
Okay.
It's pretty much meant for anybody that's begging or vagrants and stuff like that to kind of push away a lot of the syndicates that does that, especially like in the north.
There's not a whole lot needs to be said about what was said because it kind of clarifies everything. But this next clip, the angle even got worse. I cut off me when I was recording it, and if you don't mind my saying so, I look pretty damn good. But anyway, here's two segment from this interview from this guy named Mike. All right, so just hold on and check this out.
Sometimes the goal that I do a lot is also to make sure that
Go ahead.
Is to make sure that I talk about certain things that exist. So and that's what I was trying to say. Like so the thing that happened that goes under what they call the RA 9995 in the Philippines.
Okay.
Which is the anti-voyeurism law in the Philippines and production.
Yeah, I heard they passed a law or somewhere along the line that you can't, comment a girl in public or it goes a lot further than that, or a lot more looser than that. Yeah, I understand the culture I'm in. I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, at the time it was a bad error in judgment. That's all. I'm not going to try to explain it or justify it or analyze it. I flocked up, you know what I'm saying? And again, I hope everybody accepts my apology and we can all move on and live a better life. I did happen to see your video before I came down to do this, because number one, I don't check my emails every day, sometimes my messages, I'm not on top of that stuff. And there were some things that you had mentioned about, I can't remember. It's not even worth repeating, but you were wrong in a lot of things. So tell me about your life. How old are you?
I keep on saying 45, but I'm 46 and stuff like that. But no, you can ask.
I'm asking you. Where do you?
I'm 46.
Okay, where do you live?
Florida.
Okay.
I mean, you have some guy in your comment section, trying to.
Man, listen. I'm asking a question. Look. I don't take comments to heart unless it's on a specific video. All them outside comments coming in, I ain't got time for that shit. I'm not reading all that. I'm not, trying to read everybody's comment. The people who live on this stuff and they got nothing else better to do. Then more power to them if that's what they want to do. But when I get on my own YouTube channel and I read about 3 or 4 comments and there's more, I'm done. I'm done. That's about all the time I want to give it to. That's why I have a segment called Calling All Comments. And when I do Calling All Comments, that's when I answer their comments on my YouTube channel. I'd rather do that way than sit down and type and, do it like that. But you're in Florida. Are you married?
Was.
Yep. For how long?
A year and a half.
You got a girlfriend now?
Yep.
What's your definition of a relationship?
Definition of a relationship. Interesting. You mean like a relationship between a boyfriend and girlfriend?
I'm talking between man and woman. Because see, you got to understand something.
Okay.
You know, you're 47. I'm 70.
46.
46. Sorry. I'm from the world. The way I've been raised and lived is things that you have no idea. So this is what I'm trying to understand. You know why you would, and I'm trying to understand. Your relationship. I mean, do you have a girlfriend? I mean, have you ever been in love? I want to know more about you. I want to know. And I'll tell you why. Because why do you have so much venom in you?
Can you be specific about? You mean?
Well, I mean, like when you spoke about me 4 years ago on something like this, and then you come at me like this, and then I see the comments of people talking about you on other people like this are coming at you like this. I mean, why is this brother drawing so much fitna to himself? What it is about you that draws all this depravity to your life. So that's why I asked if you had a girlfriend or if you have somebody to hold you at night, someone to tell you they love you. I mean, this is what I'm trying to find out about you.
Okay, so number one, 4 years ago, I didn't have a channel then.
Okay. Well, when you spoke about me about Calvin Sunshine or something like that. You remember, I don't know, 3-4 years or whatever it was. You're gonna hold me. Don't hold me to the, to the cross about that. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay. So
because you comment about passport bros or something like that. And that was way back when, right?
About June 2022.
Oh well, it's further back than that. A few years back. Okay, go ahead. Why do you invite so much craziness to your life?
No, I don't invite a lot of craziness at all, right? So the thing though is, it's like, so that's why I want to know more. Like you said, you want to know more. So what do you mean by specificity? That being specific in regards, what do you mean by venom? Meaning me, you think you feeling I'm having animosity towards you?
No, not toward me. I mean, I couldn't give, I mean, they're just opinions. But then, but there's so many negative opinions about you that I'm just trying to figure out why are you drawing that much venom towards yourself?
So where specifically are you talking about is the negativity coming from?
From commenters. Some of those when I accepted when I wanted to comment on the video, I had to log in, which I didn't want to. I tried to get around it, without putting in all my information in because, like I said, I blocked you years ago. How many? 2 or 3, whatever. But then, and then once I did again because I blocked it that time because there was so much negativity. I'm not about all that negative, man. I'm about love. And yeah, I love people with something that you seem to have a problem with. When I say love, I say I love you, bro. I love you, brother, as a human being. It's nothing to question or they'll say people use it loosely. Yeah, a lot do. Hell, I do, especially children. There's not enough love in the world, man. And I'm just trying to understand. Now that I'm talking to you, maybe this is a start of a wonderful relationship. Who knows? God knows. But all I'm saying is that why? Why is there so much? I mean,
so number one,
somebody's looking for you here. Someone's looking for you here. You better not come back to the Philippines. He's in his mother's house in the closet with a laptop. I mean, all this kind of crazy stuff. Your mother's in a wheelchair. I mean, I got information about somebody. I know your kids and I know your address. All this stuff like this. You don't take care of them. Oh man, why does that matter?
So here's the thing, exactly. Why do those comments matter? It doesn't bother me. You said that that's the thing, right? You said that comments, you don't read comments, don't bother you. That's what you stated early on today. And right now, at this very moment, here you are using those comments to think that that's going to explain. You know for a fact that there's going to be some trolls. So the thing though is for you then to try to say I don't read the comments, I don't believe in
I
these
don't
comments.
read. No. I said I don't read all the comments. I said I read
Okay.
some of the comments about you,
Sure.
and they were so I don't read them anymore. You know, I go through them.
If you read those comments in your channel, it's coming from two different people. That's it. It's not a lot of people. It's only from two different people. You had that person that's scantily clad, and then you had that coochie guy. That's all that it was.
Okay.
So so for you to say that there's a lot of people that has animosity.
All I know is I've read a lot of comments. 5 is too many. You know what I'm saying? Negative. But good God, I click on your channel and people want to crucify me. You know what I'm saying? Like this. So anyway, but you haven't answered the question. My question is, do you have somebody who loves you, man?
I have a lot of people that loves me.
You know what I'm talking about. You have a special person.
Sure, I do. Like I said, I do. I already answered it.
Tell me about her.
Well, no, that's the thing. I don't put my information about my girl out there. That's how you protect your woman.
But it's perfectly okay for you to put people's other information out there, talk about their family, not paying child support, all this. It's okay for that, but you don't want nobody to know. You ask me, I can ask you anything. So I'm just asking you.
But see, that's the thing, right? What information you put out there, right? So this is why a lot of men will say that they don't want to show vulnerability to women because women will use vulnerability against them. Right?
If you're weak and if you're dumb enough to give a woman ammunition, to hold over your head, that's your fault. I don't get played by women. I don't get played by women.
You're right.
I don't do that.
Completely right. And so
you are as strong as the secret you keep. I never say anything negative to anybody that they will have a hard time forgetting I said it. I live and die by that.
Why would I say something about my woman?
I said, because I'm asking you, if someone loves you. I'm asking you. Tell me about it.
Answered that.
My woman's a beautiful Filipina. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot about her I like. You know what I'm saying? She makes me happy. She does, whatever I ask and never give a second thought, man.
Okay. Good for you.
And how about you?
I have a woman that is perfectly understanding and knows what she wants and takes care of it and appreciates the fact that I don't bring her out there.
Is she in Florida?
No.
Where is she?
She's somewhere in the world. See, once again, a man's job is to protect his woman, is to protect his family, and do all that stuff. And the thing though is, when you start talking to me and start telling me, that, I said this about you and I said that about you. Okay, those informations were put out there by you.
Okay, all right. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so what else you want to have a debate about?
Well, the thing is, you're asking me about the venom that I have, and so you have every right to.
Yeah, I asked you about that.
And so you have.
Is somebody else coming in?
Yeah, I asked you about. Yeah, I'm kicking him out.
Okay.
So, so that's the thing. It's like, no, I don't have any venom at all. I'm perfectly fine for what it is. I got offended, okay?
So I'm gonna ask you, what gives you the right to be the morality police? To be the morality police of videos of people who doing things like that?
Number one is I don't consider myself a morality police, but then at the same time is you did state that when you arrive to the Philippines that you have a set of standards, a set of morals.
Yes.
Right. You stated that in the Philippines.
I still do.
So then if you're telling me that what am I doing for morality police, my question to you is then, did you do something immoral?
Did I do something immoral?
Yeah.
No, I had a lap in judgment. And that's how I answer that.
Doesn't matter.
You might think it's immoral. I had a lap in judgment.
If you videotape someone naked and you put it out there, if you're saying that you did something wrong, a lap of judgment, I did something wrong, was it immoral to do that? At that moment, you can claim.
Wait. At that moment, no, I did not think it was immoral. No,
But
now that I look back at it, yes, it was, and I
okay,
apologize, and I
so
apologize
that's
for
the thing.
that.
It doesn't matter. So I'm not saying in regards for me being the morality police. I'm not claiming that. I'm not saying that. I called you out for something that I know was immoral to do, that was wrong to do at that very moment. It was that quick, and mind
Did
you,
that? Did
I.
that? Did you feel like a better human being for doing that?
It's not about feeling better. It
Well,
didn't make me feel better.
I'm just asking you. I mean, do
It
you
was the
feel
right thing to do.
it was the right thing to do? Okay.
I mean, a good example, right? You had
Well,
a
well,
live.
well, well, well.
Sure.
I'm not going to disagree with you. Maybe it was the right thing to do. You know, it brought more attention to me and myself and how I conduct myself. On that note, yes, it was the right thing to do, and I've learned from that. You
Good.
know, so yeah, so if it wasn't you, it could have been someone else. YouTube, spanked me. So, like I said, I learned from the experience.
And the thing though is like you also have, I'm a person like look at patterns, right? So you're probably wondering in your head right now is like, why is it all of a sudden this guy, Mike, all of a sudden starts talking crap about me? Have you ever wondered that?
No, no, because like I said, you were doing it a while back, and I blocked you. So I didn't know, I didn't know anything what you were doing. Like I said, it wasn't just someone. So people from time to time will hit me up and say, "Calvin Sunshine said something about you," or someone said something about. I said, "So what? So what?"
Well,
Whatever gets them through the night and gets them more views, more power to them. My
gotcha.
viewership is only about 3,000 viewers. I'm no threat to nobody. Over 2 years, if I'm lucky, I made about $300. So this isn't my livelihood. This is something that I'm maintaining to be consistent with in my life, to make a consistency. I'm about consistency. Once I start something, I do it. I don't start and stop things. And this is something disciplining me to do these videos. That's all it is. It gives me something to do.
Now, you stated, for example, that, to ask you a question, like,
Go ahead.
this bothers you. You have asked that question several times in your videos. Like, I don't know why this guy is doing this. I
Yeah,
don't know why this guy is doing
because I
that.
don't. Well, you explained why just now. You just
Okay.
explained that you felt it was the right thing to do, and I agree.
No, no. It
And
was the
I
right thing
agree.
to do
I,
that particular video for
well,
that last video that you did.
okay, so
Like, you
so what else you got?
you did a live with Calvin a while back.
Yeah.
And that particular video was about passport bros. There even that one guy trying to hold a little sign up. And I've explained this in the past. And I can understand and agree that maybe you didn't watch, you're tired of it. You didn't watch any of my video, my response videos.
What is a
So you did
passport, bro? What is a passport, bro?
a passport bro is, in my definition, is any man who obtains a passport to be able to travel abroad, to be able to enjoy oneself, for a person to either look for a fit, feminine, friendly woman, whether for a girlfriend or for them to be husband and wife and stuff like that, and explore their options as a single person. In general
Okay,
sense, that's what the basic of a passport bro.
Well, you just said two things. You said for a wife or a single person. A passport bro, to my understanding, are cats who move from their country and come to create a home somewhere else. They
That's
are
an expat.
no expat passport bro, baby. I mean, your definition, my definition. And that's how I look at it, as guys who come and start a family here. Sure, you got guys who come who want to flaunt everything they can or whatever like that, but with it comes a certain stigma. And that stigma is just that they think passport bros are triggers who come over here, and make babies and run back to the countries or whatever it is like this, and run all through the middle of the Asia and doing all that. And it's not. Passport bros is a lot more.
Who's they?
What do you mean? Who's they?
You said they say that
Yeah,
these
they
guys,
that's
passport
hype.
bros have
Oh, that's
triggers.
just in
Whereas,
general. They say, they say the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plane. They say, it's nothing to break down and put names to.
okay.
No.
Well, okay, so I would suggest that you Google it and you look into it a little bit more further because and the definition that I gave is pretty much the basic definition that
But
the
see,
majority of passport pros will say.
but see, Mike, what's important? How
What's
you
important?
see
Okay.
things or how I see things. We're gonna see. We may not see the eye on a lot of things, but
Sure.
what your reality is not my reality. What I think a passport bro is, and what you think a passport bro is, maybe two completely things. But I choose to believe what a passport bro is, what I choose to believe it, and not try to
Okay.
persuade it to be something else. You
That's
know,
fine. That's the that would be an umbrella definition maybe under the general sense of what a passport bro is. So it could be included as a definition
you see,
and stuff like that.
I was watching one of the videos, and that same video, I watched before I come downstairs, and I think he tried to flip it into some type of racial thing. I can't remember your terminology, but you were talking about, you know, I don't know. You know what you were saying, something along the lines that he was saying something.
Majority of people that says passport bros are general sense are black men. And black men themselves will say that they started it. And as a matter of fact, black men are the ones that have pretty much used it in by far majority. But as things started, because Passport Bro came off from a branch when you have Kevin Samuels with the Manosphere, and eventually when he passed away, it broke it off a little bit, and then now you started having other guys into that realm of things. And so that's where that's been created. So you have, so some of the originals out there, like Big Man Travels and stuff like that. You have the guys in Colombia and stuff like that, the DR and stuff like that. So it's always been primarily in the general, by far majority would be black men. I'm not bringing anything racial in it. It's just the truth of how the history of it is. And you can't deny that because then
No,
the
I'm
best way to
not.
look at it
I'm not.
is to look at the history. If you just do a Google search, you'll be able to figure out
No,
what
no, because it doesn't
the general
matter
sense.
to me. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna see. You see, I don't live on a computer. I'm not gonna Google what is passport, bro. I watched a couple of videos about it, and I see there were a bunch of clowns who run around the Philippines, calling themselves passport bros. Sitting at a dinner table with big titty Filipino girls and all that stuff like that. And I saw another one, a passport bros, who were talking about family, who was talking about come here to have a better life, to be able to buy a home, land, stuff that they wouldn't be able to do in their own countries. Those were passport bros. So it depends upon what side of the street you want to walk on, my brother, that you want to say what
Okay.
passport bros are.
I mean, that's fine. I'll accept your own reality. If that's how you see things, I'll
Thank
have
you.
my empathy there, and to
Thank
be
you.
able to say that that's where you have. But at the very same time, is when people start watching those kind of things. Because remember, you said that you feel like you're an ambassador in the
Yes.
Philippines,
Yes.
right?
I
So
still do. Yes.
that's the thing. So is this so? If you're an ambassador, you need to look at everything as much as possible
As
and
much as
pay attention
possible.
to what you're doing,
I
right?
try to. But
So a
sometimes
good
but
example.
sometimes I have a laughing judgment. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Sure.
Okay, for example, what?
1 second here. I apologize.
Uh,
So, for example, during the live with Sunshine Shoulders that you had when I first came across you,
okay.
right, and why I made
And
a video
and
about you. So,
and how long ago was that?
June 2022.
Oh, 22. No, I don't know. It's fine. Okay. What was the topic about Sunshine Shoulders, what he was talking about?
You guys were talking about Passport Bros.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So, anyways, within that realm of things, right? Because, and let me preface things a little bit first, right?
Okay.
So, like you've stated in the past as well, right? So, it's like what people say, right? What people will say something back at you, whatever their beliefs are, right? So, it's the whole causality situation. Well, Sunshine at that moment in time made a statement because I was the discussion about that. So
Yep.
I was being talked about then.
Yeah.
for your opinion.
Okay.
And you stated your opinion about me then.
And what did I say?
Well, in the general sense that I don't know anything, because it was a free for all for four different guys. Like,
Yeah, okay.
like Michael doesn't know this and that, and so maybe at the heat of the moment you wanted to put in your 2 cents, but you didn't really fully look into me. Like you said, don't just look at the bad things that you do, but you look at the other good things as well before you make and
Michael,
come up with an opinion, right?
Do you remember that video when I was talking about where to meet girls at? And I said there are certain pockets in the Philippines, pockets where you can go to meet girls. Because you did a rebuttal video to mine, and you kept saying pockets. What's this pockets? What's this pockets? You remember that video? Do you remember that?
Sure.
Okay, how long? Wait. How long is that? That was longer than 2 years ago. I'm sorry. Yeah.
My channel's only been around for 3 years.
Okay. Well,
okay. You even said, and so what I want to try to avoid here is moving the goalposts and changing and misdirection of the subject. Okay. We're currently right now where we're at, and I want to be able to address this moment first.
Okay, go ahead.
But just to be able to hit you on stuff, you said in a couple things. I was on your nuts 5 years ago, 4 years ago, and all that stuff. My channel's only been around for 3 years.
Well, however you said that before. However long it is, baby. I mean, wait.
I'm just saying.
I live in my life is one long continuous moment. I don't keep track of days. I don't keep track of dates. I very seldom keep track of time because I don't need to. My life is not governed by those factors. So, what last week, maybe last month or last year, I have no idea. 2 years, 3, I have no idea. It happened. It's over. It's gone. So anyway, so your point is what? I didn't know.
The thing.
You said. Go ahead. I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
So, anyways, going at it, so you stated your opinion without knowing anything about me fully. So, by your logic of things, is that don't say anything about me unless you see the whole thing about me. And if that's your expectation in life, I get it. But by that logic, you don't follow that own logic yourself. It's illogical for what you're doing. So now, fast on forward. Do you remember?
Go ahead.
Do you remember the second live that you were in with Calvin? And this is when I started making videos after this. Was that you had a maid in the house?
Yep.
And what did you do to that maid?
What do you mean? What did I do to that maid?
Well, she was passing by.
Wait. Pump your brakes.
Sure.
Because I don't know where you're going with this. What you're talking about is when I was a single man and what I did or whatever like this. It's got nothing to do with what I'm here for. I'm not here to go over my sexapades. I'm not here to go over what I talk about, with men. I'm not here locker room talk. I'm not here to go over that. I mean,
you're among men right now. What I'm just trying to say is that I'm
okay.
You want to know? You say vitriol and you say venom and stuff like that. I'm explaining to you.
Okay, what are you going to explain?
Right? And
what did I do to the maid? What did I do to the maid?
And so what you did, Calvin was there, and what you stated to Calvin is like, oh, you should check this out. And this is your maid. And as she's walking by, as you zoomed in on her butt and you followed it through all the way to the corner, and you're smiling, laughing at it and stuff like that.
So
Filipina, that works for you.
So what's wrong with that? What is so horrible about that?
And
you
so
know what I wait.
This is called ethics and morality.
Do you know what I thought you were going to say? Are you going to say, you said that my housekeeper's uniform has to be no bras? That's what I thought you were going to say. But you're talking about my video following, someone's walk or someone's butt or whatever like this.
No, you said check out that ass.
So check it out. What's the point? What is wrong with that?
That's number one, she works for you. And even
is that your best? Is that your best?
It's not about being the best. It's about showing patterns.
Do you know how childish you sound?
So number one is like.
Do you know how immature you're looking at things?
No, it's not being about immature.
Do you seem like you're looking like you're a choir boy and you don't look at chicks' asses? Michael, you don't look at girls'
No,
asses? Right, tell me right now.
Of course I'm gonna look.
Okay, then.
I don't
Okay,
video.
so what's the
I
problem?
don't. So see, this is the thing.
You probably
right?
would if you had girls around. You probably would videotape them, but you don't have girls around, right?
No, that's not that. See, that's the thing. That's what you're doing here is what we call just the basic ad hominems and stuff like
No,
that.
no, 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 no. Not what I do here.
It's not true what you're saying.
Michael,
Let's avoid the misdirection.
it's not what I do here.
Facts don't care about your feelings at all.
Let me clarify something for you.
Okay.
It's not what I do here. It's what I do in my life. You understand? In my life.
Isn't that part of your life?
Yes, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is what I look, man. I look at girls all the time. My wife and I drive around and we look at girls. We look at guys. We comment together with my wife what girls look like. We comment about other girls about what they dress. I was driving and a girl almost fell down in front of us. And I turned to my wife. I said, you know why she almost fell? She said, got big breasts. That's right. She's top heavy. This is how I live. See, I have that open, honest communication with my wife. You know what I'm saying? Every guy should have that. Instead of secretly, instead of secretly trying to see.
Calvin is not your wife.
What?
And to add to that this is me putting the basic proof of maybe your moral compass.
Proof of what? There's nothing.
Maybe your moral.
My moral compass is Michael.
But see, like you said, you stated,
Michael.
Your morality, your ethics, maybe is just a different part. That's how you are. It's not like how I look at. Or at the same time, is by far majority people in the chat is probably someone gonna believe you.
All of you watching this video are gonna watch this video. Do you really think photographing a girl from behind is that big a deal? And say, check this ass out. Do you think that's a big deal? I don't think so, Michael. I don't think it rises to the level of wanting to deport somebody. And you were looking at a lot of notes where you have gone through my videos and you decided you want to comment on certain things, but you're shooting blanks. You're pissing in the wind. I mean,
what you're doing, right? All you're doing is attacking my character. That's all you have.
Because all you're doing is attacking mine.
And guess what?
You're attacking
I'm not attacking. I'm using logic. I'm using real thing experience that you did, real proof, backing up with receipts.
Of what? Receipts of what?
You're acting like a child. That's what we call basic ad hominems. And so you want to deal with the passport bros and stuff like that in your belief. Within the passport bro community, whether the Kevin Samuel stuff, we have this thing called the toxic.
I don't even know who Calvin Sanders is. I don't even watch him. I don't watch him. But you keep referring to You keep referring to him.
It's my turn to talk right now. So when people can no longer, don't have a rebuttal for something that when logic and facts are being spitting out, they come up with the signs, shame, insult, guilt, and need to be right. Right now, you're just trying to guilt me and stuff like that. You're trying to create some ad hominems and stuff like that. Don't attack my character. Talk about what you just did. And the reason why I brought that up, just to let you know, because then you just proved to me that something even basic like that is not immoral.
Michael, are you on medication?
And because of that,
are you on medication?
Gentlemen, see what we got.
I'm just asking you. Gentlemen. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? I thought you said number men. Me and you were here, and now you're talking about gentlemen. See, come on, man.
No, because people are listening. They're part of this.
That's what I said before.
What? Okay, so let's play this game. I'm gonna jump on your little bandwagon here.
Oh, you're gonna jump on my bandwagon? Okay, let's have it.
So you're asking me about, do I take medications? What makes you think I'm taking medications?
Because you're extremely paranoid or
paranoid about what?
About something. I don't know. You're obsessed. So wait. You are obsessed with trying to make a case based upon me on why you feel that I am not worthy of being in the Philippines. So you're going to keep bringing up all these little things that you're going to keep saying what I said and say what I do. Did you say this? Did you say this? Did you say this? There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. He admitted. Deport him. Come on, stop it, Michael. Stop it. Don't you have a life? I mean, do you play sports? I mean, why you got, Michael, deny that you got notes in front of you. Do you have notes in front of you about me?
No, I don't have any notes in front of me.
Come on. Well, why you keep looking at
You
what?
know what I did do? I did ask some people. What kind of questions do you want me to ask?
You ask people what?
Just curious. I asked people. I say, hey, what do you guys want? Think that we can discuss a little bit, have a conversation, just whatever.
Oh,
There's some people that shared. There's three questions that people asked.
Okay. Well, tell me when you ask them. Say somebody wants to know. Don't make it sound like you're the one asking the question, because that's deception. You see, that's deception. Say what? Say one of my commenters just said, Gerard. You know what? Blah, 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 blah.
And I haven't asked any of those questions yet.
Okay.
So the thing was, here's the part, right? You think I'm paranoid. You're the one that's thinking that I have notes in front of me, which I don't. Okay.
Well, you're looking at something. Are you looking at comments?
Yes, I have to read comments. That's how it goes.
Okay.
So that's the thing.
Okay, I hope you got a good dose of what it was on Sunday. I'll probably put the rest in there. I'm in no hurry for it, believe you me, but not for no other reason other than, I don't want to take up a whole lot of time with it. Okay. As far as in his mind, he probably think, I didn't, I didn't ask him to send it to me or whatever. All right. I got my own copy. All right. So thanks for watching Gerard Black in the Philippines with the Truth. Remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elder, always pull someone up. And sometimes you're the only one to see your vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good today. Hope you are too. If you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ollie Woodson, former lead singer The Temptation once sung, treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like me, make him feel like a king. And never say no. I love you like a love song, baby. I'll talk to you later. Peace. That interview has a real surprising ending. If you haven't seen it already, check it out when the time comes. My Sherry Moore, pretty little one that I adore. You're the only girl my heart beats for. How I wish that you were mine. In a cafe, or sometimes on a crowded street. I'll be near you, but you never notice me. My Sherry Moore, pretty little one that I adore. You're the only girl my heart beats for. How I wish that you were mine. La da 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 da. Yeah. By Sherry Moore, pretty little one that you adore, are the only one my heart beats for. How I wish that you were mine. I'm just a gigolo everywhere I go. People know the part I'm playing. Selling every dance, selling each romance. Ooh, what they say. And there will come a day when youth will pass away. What will they say about me? When the end comes, I know my daddy was just a gigolo. Life goes on without him. So I ain't got nobody. Nobody. Okay. No, okay. You want to play with the keyboard. Okay. All right. She just came up here this morning. And Mia. Okay. Okay. And there she go. Okay, no. I'll talk to you later. This is the morning, just waking up. And let me finish my video. Okay? Talk to you later.